All right. Pretty good, pretty neat. All right. It is Thursday, January 30th. Just finished 4 hours of local radio and another full day. It's a lot warmer today. 23 degrees, that's 35 degrees or 37 degrees warmer than it was 48 hours ago. So that's a good thing. A lot less traffic this morning. It seems like all week long we've pretty much dominated the show with call after call of accidents and bad weather and so forth. But we got away from it today. One bad accident actually on northbound Klein Avenue going into the mills. Other than that, things were moving along pretty well. They were moving along pretty well on the show also. How about Andy Quinnell came in? Andy is the treasurer of the Lake County Republican Party, and he talked about Karl Rove coming in for the Republican Party. That's next Saturday. And also talked about the lack of countywide offices for Republicans and what the Republican Party can do on a countywide basis. Republican Party has had successes, as Andy pointed out, south of I-80, but not really north of I-80. We also talked about the gay marriage dominating the state legislature, and Andy pointed out that it was probably the media's fault. And a number of you callers called in to agree with them, so it is what it is. I disagree with each and every one of you. Lake County Sheriff John Buncich was also in the studio. We talked about a number of things involving crime, including a spike in heroin use and in arrests. The sheriff bemoaning the lack of, social services for addicts and also for victims of mental health. And one of the ladies that called in, one of the women that called in, Wendy, also told a rather sad story about her son being addicted to heroin for over 3 years and really not having anywhere to go explicitly for that kind of treatment. And she also bemoaned her affluent community for not really talking about heroin and the spike in heroin. And where did the sheriff say the heroin is in Lake County? Everywhere. Then we wound up with talking to a couple of students from Hammond High School. They came in, Ivan Romero and Shanitha Shepard, and we talked about their use of digital media. That's part of Digital Media Day coming up on February 8th, or February 5th at Hammond High. The Rotary sponsored that, and Shanitha and Ivan both told stories of not really having books in their classrooms anymore. They basically do everything off of an iPad. I think some of you were a little bit surprised at how can you go to class without a book? Well, they explained how that could be. I also asked them a few things about about media of the past, and they had no idea who Howdy Doody, Johnny Carson, or even a vinyl album, really, what those things are or were. And that was kind of fun. So another day of local radio here in Hammond, Indiana. And I don't know about you, I'd rather be nowhere else. AM 1230, WJOB.